Hey everybody, it's Chloe Save the Victor Roll. How's everybody doing today? Amazing, I hope. It is another video for your older than average YouTuber here on the YouTubes, and it is that time. It is time for my collab with my makeup twin, and we are doing the Louise If Looks Could Chill. So if you want to see the look that we create with this palette and the other makeup products we use, you're in the right place. And you know what you need to do? You need to keep on watching. So last month we both kind of missed it. I just did my my last cosmic brushes as for makeup therapy, since we both forgot to pick a palette, do a palette, because we both got really busy. But this time we've got it together and we're going to be playing with P. Louise. I'm going to try to use as much P. Louise as possible. I managed to get a small part of this collection and just some other stuff, so I'm going to try to use as much P. Louise as possible. So this palette, if you don't know, is the blue palette, as in If Looks Could Chill. It is very chilly. So you've got all the colors here, from like a turquoisey blue all the way up. So I really like these, I guess you almost want to call them monochromatic palettes. I have the green one, I have the blue one, I have one that's pink. I really do like when they do these, and then they never seem to duplicate colors, which is very cool. So I thought, since it's the 1st of December, it is the festive season, that we're going to start doing a Hanukkah inspired look, because blues, Israel, Hanukkah. So there we go. So I thought we would do that. This is also going to be in memory of my cat. Miss Edith passed away last week. It's been a week today, so it's been awful, really awful. So I'm trying not to cry. I've been pretty good with not crying as much, but definitely depression and everything has been there, because she was my baby for 16 and a half years. So I'm now officially catless. I still have the 2 noisy demons in the corner, so that helps a little bit, but it doesn't help missing my baby waking me up and stomping on my head every morning at 5:30, between 5:30 and 6. But we're doing what we can do. So I thought, yeah, let's do this. So let's play with some P. Louise. Like I said, as much of P. Louise as possible. We'll even use my one lonely P. Louise brush in this mix. It's been how long, and I still try to mix up blush and brush. Strange. Alrighty, so we're going to be using the P. Louise Rumor 2 to start. And as always, do remember to check out Makeup Therapy's page. She's really working the YouTube and doing such amazing videos. Another announcement, I think I'm going to pretty much stop. I think I'm just going to, if I do what I feel like it, but I don't think, there's been a lot going on in my life that this is just some extra added, not pressure, because I do like filming the videos and I do like makeup, but I guess to buy more makeup, and I just did that big declutter. I've been, well, you'll see, I will do in my final quarterly favorites purchases and stuff, but I pretty much did what I said I would do, and I'm sticking to cosmic brushes, Cosmic Beauty, with one little bloop for Halloween, which was P. Louise. So I think I'm doing pretty good, and then not too much other stuff unless I needed it, like skincare, because you do go through that all the time. But yeah, we'll have one more new release makeup video coming. I will do my year end. I had, depending on my bonus, considered, because one of the first videos I did, or within the first few, was the mystery bag from Beautylish. I had almost thought of doing one more to finish out on that, so you never know. So stay tuned. And if Manuela wants to keep doing collabs with collections that we have, maybe not every month, maybe one, because I think she will end up getting more newer makeup, which I won't be able to compete with, but we will see, because I love her and I love doing these collabs. Okay, so we are primed on the eyeballs. So what colors are we going to do with today? You can put some different blue ribbons in my hair. I really do need a haircut. I did go gray I just put in a semi-permanent to kind of test to see if I liked it. And then it was the iron one is really thick, so it kind of ran out. So I ended up using a little bit of another one that I just had that I was using, and it turned more purple. So yeah, and it's of course washing out pretty quickly. So I think before my company Christmas party, I'm going to redo my hair because, like I said, the grays coming out is showing the blonde that I had in previous. So I think it's time that we need to refresh it. The ends have been staying pretty good, but the top here has been definitely washing out. But because it was such a thick stuff, I don't know if it totally was able to really get in. I used 2 tubes. If I would use that same color again, I would probably have to go to 3 tubes because it was thick. It was crazy thick. I was ion. Alrighty, so it looks good a chill. So I think we're going to, so here, let's look at, I'm just going to pull up the bottom row because it's light and easy to hold. So we're going to stay away, I think, even though I really do like these shades here, the turquoisey type bluey greens. I think we're going to stick more onto the top page, though these are really nice. Everything is really nice. I really do like this palette. So I'm thinking, oh no, actually maybe. Oh, hold on, let's see. Yeah, I think we may end up using this blue here, but I think for the darkest blue, we're going to use the one that's in the top palette. So I'm just going to put this to the side for a sec, and I think we are going to start with the shade that is called Take the Brisk. So that would be this shade right there. So there is a darker blue one in here that is called Skialator, but I think we're gonna go with that one there. So as always, I'm very curious to see what my name twin does with her looks. They're always a lot of fun. I was originally just going to do the eye look and film my face separate. I thought, you know what, I got some fun P. Louise stuff here, so why don't we play with as much as we can. Oh, I forgot to grab a lip, so I may have to pause for that at the end. I always forget something. It seems to be quite the theme for me here. I only have one P. Louise lipstick. I don't think it's going to fit in this color. Well, I have 2. I now have an orangey liquidy one, but I think I will pick something maybe a little bit more with the chilly look. So I thought, yeah, we will dedicate this to my cat and to Hanukkah. Yeah. Starting my decorations. So I've started Hebrew school. That's been a lot of fun. It's a really nice group. They're catching on a little bit quicker than me, I think, but I'm an old lady, so my memory is not the greatest, but I've been trying. And then, of course, losing Missy. Yeah, there's no way I would have been able to film this a few days ago. I mean, still, it's like certain times a day when, when it would have been her snack time, or the time she usually would come to snuggle and waking me up, all those parts usually hammer it home. Keep seeing her in the shadows, thinking, oh, there she is, and then nope, no cat. So, and it's always when I've previously lost a cat, which is always heartbreaking for me. I've at least always had one left, so you could take all your attention and all your snuggles and move them on to another cat. Overlove them, but I don't have one of those to do that to. So, alrighty, let's blend this really nicely. So it's going to be a simple look. If I didn't have a strata meeting, I was going to kind of go all out and do blue highlighter, maybe a blue blush to go all out. But I have a strata meeting after I finish filming this, and then I'm going to meet a friend. We're going to go and pick up Missy's ashes back from the vet so she can come home and be with her sisters. I'm doing so many rounded eye looks recently because I find that it's easier that I can, even if I do a bright, fun color, I can go out and about because it isn't too intense. But I kind of miss doing a bit of a look like that. So let's see if we can find a flat angle brush in here. Oh, there we go. Perfect. So I'm going to go back into that color again, take the brisk, and then I am going to wing it a little bit. So, Manishma, how is everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing fabulous, better than me. Let me know how you're getting ready for Hanukkah or Christmas or any other holiday that happens in the December months if you so celebrate. If you don't celebrate, do you ski, snowboard, figure skate, do anything fun during the winter season? I'm definitely a fall winter girl, or more of a fall girl. I don't like heat, but winter is lovely. Been seeing on X all these people posting this thing where they're like, if you saw this, what would you do? And it would be like, where all the streets and everything are covered in snow, and be like, snow day, stay home, stay in bed, make a mocha, read a good book, watch a film. Love old school snow days, but these days, since I can work from home, it would still be a work day. All right, yeah, I think that's better. I think I just felt like a little bit winged out. Okay, so the next shade, I think we're gonna go into a nice, bright, slightly brighter blue one, and I'm just gonna go up. So we're gonna go into. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a sleigh day, wrap it up, and looks could chill. So we're gonna go from this one to this one to this one, and then we'll pick out a nice shimmery shade. So for the next one, again, it is sleigh day. So I'm gonna go into sleigh day just a little bit to give a little bit of gradation between the shades of blue. We may use the lightest one to go around the edges. Not myself, not much of a sporty person. I did some years ago. We did with a couple of my friends. We went to Manning Park. They like to ski. I don't ski, but I had some snowshoes. So for part of it, when they did there's two types of skiing. There's downhill and there's the other cross country. So the cross country part, I could, while they were, kind of going along the trail, I could follow with my snowshoes. And then for a while, when I had enough snowshoeing, they did a little bit of downhill. And then, yeah, we met up for, nice warm coffees and things. And I ended up bumping into another friend I hadn't seen in years that I used to work with when I worked in music. So it ended up being a nice day, but it's got to be at least 5 years ago now. All right, so now we're going to go into wrap it up. I'm just going to use the same little brush here. I'm just going to clean it up in our color switch here. Well, I think it's a different brand name, but these things used to be so popular and all over YouTube. I stopped using it for a while, and then when I was kind of cleaning and organizing it, I found it again, and I was like, that's great. You can replace the sponges. You can get them at stores that sell fish tanks and stuff. So if you don't want to buy, or if you don't want to buy one and make one on your own, you can do them. But I have seen them at like the Dollar Tree. The States have what Dollar General and stuff, so they may have them too. I'm not sure, but I have seen them in dollar stores in the past. But again, I don't know how popular they are anymore. So you might have to create your own. I don't know if anybody still sells them. I guess if anywhere, I guess Beauty Bay would be a place that might sell them. Alrighty, there we go. Oh, I really like this color a lot, this Wrap It Up color. I think this other eye needs a bit more, both of them I think need a little bit more blending. But let's just finish placing the color. And then we're going to go into the last one, the Looks Could Chill for front. We even have another lighter one. Maybe I'm going to use that one for blending. Okay, so we're going to use this one for nicely in the last shade there to bring up. Try to see how many of these blues I can use. Oh, there we go. And we've got this really light blue that is really pretty. This one is called a Sweater Weather, which is my favorite season. As soon as it gets cool, all the hoodies come out. There's that one there. And I think I'm going to blend that along at the top a little bit. So alrighty, so now I'm going to clean off really well our first brush. We're going to do a little bit of a blend just in these darker shades here a little bit. want to see gradation, but I want to see it like a gradation, not like color, 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 color. So I just needed just in the one spot there. I think that's better, right? It's less of lines. Yes, there we go. All right, so let's do the bottom of our lash line. Is that another color that I want to use? I think so. Let's try as many of these blues as we can get on our eyes. So let's use the shade called Stay Cozy. That's that one there, I think. And I think that's the one we're going to put along the bottom. I'm going to start with that one up front because there's another one that's called Pullover next to it. That's a little bit darker. So I want to see if I do want to go darker or not, but let's just start with that one. Let's tap it on my hand. Yeah, I think that one shade, just that one shade is nice. It has a little bit, teeny bit of purple to it. Yeah, there we go. I wish I was more exciting and more adventurous in, in doing makeup and coming up with some great ideas, but again, I just love putting makeup on my face and playing with different shadows. So I've never claimed to be an artiste. Alrighty, so let's find ourselves something shimmery and pretty to put on. The lights is making this look a little bit lighter than it is. It's definitely a little bit more intense in person. Alrighty, so we've got a whack of beautiful shimmers in here. So this one here is called Glacial. So we've got Glacial. First two we'll look at is Glacial and She's a Sharp. So there's these two here that are really pretty. So Glacial, and then She's a Sharp. That's a little bit more turquoisey, so maybe not that one. And then we also have, I'm going to go on the bottom here, look at these two. No, that one's more purple. So we've got Starry Sky and Don't Flake It. So Starry Sky and Don't Flake It. So let's take a look at those. Oops, I didn't get a good bit on my finger. And then Don't Flake It. Ooh, I like that one. I like these two actually. And then we've got another one here that might be really cute. This one, but it's darker. It is Like a Glove. You could also look again at the bottom. Ooh, that's pretty. Let's take a quick look in here and see, because here's got a few really nice shimmers as well. I think there's two more that could fit in our brief. This one is called Forecast, and we have Snow Angel. So Forecast and Snow Angel. So let's do Forecast. Ooh, Snow Angel. Okay, so I'm thinking Snow Angel might be nice in the inner corner, and maybe we will do Forecast. Yeah, I think we're gonna do these two as the shimmers. Yeah, all right. So let's use some more from the bottom. So let's put that out of my way for now. And I've got blue fingers. So another good use for this, so I can at least get some of it out of the way. Alrighty, so we were going to do Snow Angel in our little inner eye. So let's grab a little bit of that. Just a little bit right there. And then we're going to use Forecast. I don't have setting spray from Louise. I think I had one and I used it, or I put it somewhere and I can't find it. So I'm just going to use the one from Beauty Moon Cosmetics, which smells really lovely. So let's put the shadow on first. We don't want to wet our shadows in the pan. So, alrighty, so Phalange, of course. Such a beautiful shade. Yeah, that definitely adds a little bit more bang using the finger. These are really nice soft shimmers too. They feel so nice under the finger. And there we go. I think that's looking good. Just gonna go quickly wash my hands and might as well grab a lipstick while I'm at it. All right, all clean. Okay, and we've picked a lippy. Okay, so I have, this was given to me by Martha. This is the Play It Cool, infused with hyaluronic acid, cooling and refreshing primer. So I thought I would open this today. I'm pretty close to finishing a couple primers, so I thought, you know what, today is the day. Let's just open up another one. So let's test this out. All I did was I take it off the plastic because look, it still has this little safety seal. So I have no idea. So let's see here. Smells nice. Flowery? Just a very light smell. So let's pop, and it's my favorite kind. It's like a jelly. I've lost the word for it, but anyways, you know what I mean. Those type of primers. Let's see here. Let's see. Do we have some kind of cooling effect? No, if I ever remember seeing, or Louise has a foundation. I don't think they do. Could be wrong though. Tell me if I am. If they've ever had one. But we'll be using Danessa Myricks today. So now to cooling. Do I feel cooling? A little bit. So it's not something that's stingy, but it's cool to the face, and you can kind of feel that it has a little bit of something that gives it a bit of a cool. So I like that. All right. We'll see how the makeup goes on after, and the next step, I'm going to put up some concealer. This is from a brand I don't shop at anymore. So this is Sephora Best Skin Ever. It's their glow one. I'm almost done, and I had bought, before I stopped purchasing from them, another one of theirs at a Sephora sale, I guess in April or something. So I think I'm going to get ready to use that, and then I'm going to be on the hunt for, I guess, a new one. Oops. So I just use it for a couple of the more for age spots. I know most people do it under the eyes and stuff, but anything I stick under the under eyes will end up being a crinkly winkly, and we can't have that, or we don't want to have that. So I usually just cover a few age spots just to look more even. I mean, we age, it is what it is, and then the foundation I put on isn't usually super thick to cover a lot. Just a little bit. This one, the original one that they had come out with, I liked the best. It's kind of, I guess, like a medium one. And then they had discontinued that one and then made a heavier one and a lighter one. So I first went with the lighter one. And then when they had the sale, it was only the heavier one that was available. And this one was out of stock. So I don't know if this one is something that they carry anymore. But I didn't mind this one. It just doesn't have huge coverage. It is a little bit glowy. So at least you don't have to look like your skin's dry. But yeah, we're picking at the ends there. So we're just going to let that sit for a second. So I guess we might as well just quickly brush up our brows here. Oh, too late now. I do have some P. Louise brow pencils, but I forgot those. So we're just going to use my Juvia's Place gel. I think I even have a P. Louise gel. So, but I mean, I could get off my lazy butt and go get it, but this is here. So slightly less than full face of P. Louise. Alrighty, so there we go. Just standing up a bit. That Juvia's Place gel is pretty good. I don't think my brows move much after I put that on, so we're good. And then I've been trying another. It's funny. I went from being use brushes from foundation, then I really discovered how to use the blenders properly. So now I love blenders. But Danessa is quite right. So, well, she made the product, so she should know. But using a brush. But I found that using this little flat brush, I quite like. Sometimes I still do finish off a little bit with a sponge, but I really do like this foundation. And I love the smell. So I don't, like I said, it was on a whim, me rebuying it. It's pretty expensive. So I'm just going to stick to my ordinary foundations and some other ones. My ZZ one that I really like in future, probably. But I really do like this. So I guess if I were coming to extra cash that I just want to not waste, but spend on something a little bit more expensive, I would definitely do this, because this is my second one of these. I didn't think I would the first time. I was like, oh no, it's expensive, but I really do like this. And again, depending on how much you want to pound onto your face, it's just not super coverage. Like, again, it depends on how much you put on. You can make it more full, but I just like to try and even my skin out a little bit, because I can get a little red and blotchy. So I do try, but then I still finish off a little bit with a sponge, do some pats to kind of just tuck it in. But to place it, I just do find that these flat brushes. I think it was I was watching Bailey Sarian, and then she was using one of these flat ones, and I thought, oh, I've got one of these from Lois, so I thought maybe I will try that, and it works really well. Paints it on nicely. So like I said, depending on how much you want to pound on your face, it just does the light, most part, a light glowy coverage. And then this is because it has apsalite in it. It's supposed to help your face from getting oily. Mine doesn't too much. I'm pretty much more of a regular, normal skin gal these days, which is nice. But I know for some people, if they got slightly oily skin, I think this apsalite is supposed to really help. And I think I've seen a few reviews on it that's saying that it did work for them. So usually before I try something, I try to watch people with all different types of skin, different colors of skin, just to see, you know, overall what a consensus is, especially before I'm going to pay like 50 or 60 bucks. I think it's $50 or $55, which is ridiculous, on something. All right, so I have moved on to the Nakia Joy powder. I love her pink powder. But I need to finish up my original favorite, which is the Fenty Beauty Lavender one. I do like it too still. I think it's the Nakia Joy has just slightly edged it out, and I think it's more because of the smell. I think they both work beautifully the same. But these last forever. Yeah, this one smells nice too, but it has more of a, almost like a baby powder type smell. Whereas the whatchamacallit, Nakia Joy, it's kind of like a vanilla cake or something. She put it in a body spray. I would totally buy it as a body spray. Alrighty, so now we're gonna powder our face. Set our Danessa Myricks. It's funny, I don't. Oh, I have a Danessa Myricks eyeshadow palette that I got in my Beautylish box last year, which I quite like. It's an interesting one of mix of cream and powders. It's more neutrally shades one. I do quite like it. But the other, like some of the other eye stuff products I've tried from her, I've not liked. I have to admit, I had a sample of the primer that goes with that foundation, or as part of that line. I quite liked it. I really do like that. So, and then her blushes are super nice. So her skin stuff I seem to like. I'm just not seeming to be too much of a fan for at least the liquid eyeshadow stuff. I had a few of those and I didn't like them. But alrighty, so there we go. We've got part one done here. So now for other things I have that are Louise. I got from this same collection. I had originally borrowed this If Looks Could Chill plus the blush from Martha. I loved it so much, and then I got obsessed. And then I got as a gift the Looks Could Chill, and then I had found on Poshmark somebody was selling a few different things from this collection, and or no, I think it was for the next part, a few things I bought. And then I finally found at a price that I could afford the P. Louise Cold Outside a blush palette. I was so obsessed. Like, I didn't want to give Martha her palette back. But of course I wouldn't do that. So I got that too. And this is one where every shade goes on beautifully. I really loved this palette. But we're going to try for, oh, did I forget to bring a blush brush? I did. So I'm going to use my big powder brush, and then I probably won't need to buff. If I do, well, I'll have to then go to get another brush. So let me go get my mirror back here. So I'm gonna go. These they don't have names. If they did, I don't know where they went. But anyways, we want to do a very snowy, cool look. So I think we're gonna stick kind of in these three here. I'm gonna put this near the top. And then I'm going to kind of go, then this one, and then that one. I think that's how the plan is going to go. But I really do like these shades a lot. So yeah, we're going to go a little bit. And we're just going to take that to the top of our cheek. Yeah, see how beautiful? They just blend so beautiful. It's just, like, I was obsessed with this. I think I did a look where I used every single shade. It's like, I was just absolutely obsessed. But if you want a slightly, like, like you've been outside and your cheeks get slightly blushed look, I think this is the palette. I do have from the next collection the balm blushes, and I really like those two. How am I for time? Okay, I'm good. So that is that first shade, so that's the darkest one. Then we're going to go into the kind of mauvey one. And put that one there in the middle here. Just like I said, I just want to be kind of like you've been outside cheeks. And then we're going to finish up with that lightest pink one. I'm going to grab a good chunk of that. Get some here, and then we're going to go over our nose. I'm going to actually go through all three. A little pink on my nose. And just to give like a little bit of that outside flush. Okay, so that was the cold outside. And then for blush, I bought a few things from this collection. I bought the balm blushes, and it's like kind of like a donut collection. So it's just like, I love you dough. And this is the highlighter. Like I said, I was originally thinking of doing a blue highlighter, but then I thought, you know what, let's do mostly P. Louise. And I don't think I have a blue one from them, but I did have this cute palette, and we do have this icy one here, and we do have this pinky one here. So I think again, I'm going to put a little bit of this pinky one near the top, and then a little bit farther down, or like for my tip of my nose, I will use that one there. I did, of course, remember to bring a highlighter brush. I always remember to do that. All right, so we're going to go a little bit into that. And again, these don't have names on them as well, so we're going to do that one first, and we're going to do give a nice, you know, it's December, it's getting chilly. Yes, it is. I got a big blanket on. I actually put the fireplace on plus the heater last night. So we'll have that beautiful eye look. There we go. Like I said, we're going to then use the, it's like white, but it does have a pink cast to it. We're going to go like so, and then go a little bit like so. One of my friends posted on Facebook a while back. And I guess there's a lot of people do it right in the middle, and they'll do a lot. I always do kind of like try to do it just on the corner of my nose. And it's like, why do people do that? And I was like, I do that all the time. Have you not noticed? But there we go. So, all right, we got ourselves some highlighter down. So now we want to finish some stuff with our eyeballs before we get to lips, I think. Here, so you can see how they were kind of purple. But yes, I think today I'll go pick up some hair color. So I do have, what do I have here? Maybe I should quickly do this as well here really quick. I really do like it. It smells very pretty. All right, so I do have somewhere here, my mascara. And I have a eyeliner. So I think I do want a little bit along the lash line. This one has a spider web on the end. So this is from Weaselware. So they had this cute, this is purse that I really wanted. It is the cutest purse ever, but it fit, my phone does not go in it. So it's definitely if I want to go somewhere without a phone and just have, I don't know, keys and mints and maybe a $20 bill, that's all that fits in there really. And it was very cute. But anyways, they had this coffin shaped thing that had lashes, and then it had several of these eyeliner pens with different stamps on the other end. I thought they were very cute. So, and they were having a sale. So I thought, okay, well, I really want that purse. Let's throw this in. But I feel, but these are worked out really well. But the purse, like I said, it looks cute on the shelf. But really be somebody else who'd have to be doing the driving, so I only have to have house keys. Is the smallest purse. I didn't think it looked small, but I didn't think it was that small. Like you can't even get a phone in there, but here we are. Yeah, just the cutest little wing in there. Always makes my lashes look a little bit. Trying to do wearing less makeup, especially on my skin. But it's funny, if I go out and have nothing on my eyes, I feel like, because I have such few lashes and they're so light, I just feel like my eyes are bald. All right, so I've got this e.l.f. Lash and Roll. It's pretty good. It's brown. I was just looking for brown mascaras, and every time I go into like London Drugs or Shoppers Drug Mart or Rexall, they never seem to have brown. So then somebody recommended Amazon, so I was looking that up, and I picked a couple. I had picked this one before everybody was hating Elf, and then I picked one from CoverGirl. So the CoverGirl one will be next, but try my best not to waste the my declutter that I did. Tells a different story, but it's like I'm trying. It doesn't mean I always succeed, but that's why I've been on this kick to try and use everything I have and buy less makeup. But I have to say that everything I got that I decluttered, besides the bad, anything that was bad that got thrown out, but anything that was good, they've all found a home or in the midst of finding homes. So I'm quite happy. My friend took some, and then his son's girlfriend had some, and then she was like, "Oh, I have some friends that would like makeup." I'm like, "Yeah, I'll let her keep the box. If she can find a home for all of it, off she trots." So I'd rather somebody use those beautiful eyeshadow palettes. Hope somebody really likes that one, that Cleona one that I had the. It's like Wilma that you have with the Claminatrix palette. I had with that palette from Cleona. I cannot. I almost bought myself yesterday another Claminatrix palette. So I feel beautiful. They keep emailing me and I'm getting weak because I really love Claminatrix and to get them from Australia. But, so you never know. Alrighty, there we go. I'm thinking that's looking really nice. So lip, what did we decide? So I was just kind of thinking, do I want something neutral? Do I want something pinky? And then I saw this one. So this is from Collab, and it is called, and I looked at it, and now I've already forgot. It is called Still Crazy. Yeah, that's me, crazy. So anyways, that's Still Crazy. And it doesn't go glittery on the lips, but it has this beautiful glittery outside. I want to say I got this in an ice cream beauty box. I really do miss getting those, I have to say. And anyways, let's put that on. Could try and make it a little shiny. All right, let's see if we use a little bit of this. Yeah, add some shine on there. So I'm thinking, let's try this one in the corner here. Let's just put a little on our finger. Maybe on 2 fingers because I don't want to have to try and re-dip it in with a lipstick on them. So let's see if I get. There we go. Look at that. See, and we do get that little bit of glitter, and it makes it a little bit more snowy, bright, like ice crystals outside. So there we go. There's our lip, and this is our monthly collab palette. So let's quickly go through everything we used. I guess we'll do it backwards. We use the Love You Dough for the highlighter, and for on the lipstick. We use the Cold Outside P. Louise blush palette, and then the thing that we are both doing together is the If Looks Could Chill palette. Again, I cannot wait till see what Manuela does. And there we go. That is our look. That is our collab. That's our little bit of a catch up, and yeah, that's it from me. If you like this video, please give a like, comment, and subscribe, and maybe even hit that notification bell. If not, that's okay. We can still be friends and see what makeup we've been using. As always, remember to check out Manuela's video, and yeah, have a great day. Bye!